a shelf. At times it seemed, if I just dreamed, I'd not be by myself. I never gave up hoping that you would come along. How bleak it seemed till you found me. So now I sing this song. Hello Quirky, hello Destiny, hello Michaels, hello Mr. Angelics, and hello Dark Light. Hi everybody. Give me just a second here. There's something I need to manage with the video stream on YouTube. I'll be your angel, sent from heaven above, your little angel, cast down for you to love. I'll be your angel, fit me just like a glove. So won't you say a prayer to me, baby? 'Cause I've been waiting, and I've been so alone, ain't got nobody I could call my own. So be my angel and say a little prayer to me. Okay. A PC giveaway? My dude. What do you think this channel is? No worries, way too random. Thanks for popping in, though. Still good to see ya. We'll see how if okay, wow, yeah, I'm gonna have to block this guy. Anyways, so, yeah, there's probably not going to be as much craziness, but we shall see. Let's see what I've got to do on the rest of, excuse me, the storyboard here. Okay, so this would be better suited to be a palm to head rather than a punch. Not a whole lot, Destiny, don't worry about it. It's just somebody who's asking me to do giveaways in the chat. And he was starting to get a little repetitive about it, so preempting that stuff. Not gonna deal with that. Oh wait, you know what? I should at least make this a new frame first. I love it. Can you do a PC giveaway? It's like, what? How much extra money do you think I have? Okay, so I had him... It doesn't really matter which hand it is because I can change that because it is quite big. So I'm gonna go with the... I'm gonna go with, which hand do you feel better? Oh, son of a gun, I forgot to make the storyboards visible. Hi guys, we're off to a good start on tonight's stream. Thank you, Destiny. I feel a bit silly. Thank you. Whoopsie. How we doing, Doc? Well, I'm a little bit frazzled, as you can probably tell. Okay, we're gonna start with the right hand because that's gonna be clearer for this shot. How is y'all's Sunday going? Depending on how things go, by the way, I may have to end tonight's stream early, but I will let you know as that comes up. Hello, Corn Mayor. No, I haven't been streaming all day. In my defense, I took a long break over lunch and took my dog for his walks. So I have not been streaming all day. It's fine. Everything's great. Uneventful Sunday? Sometimes an uneventful Sunday is a good one. Uneventful can be restful. No worries, Corn. Hello, Mayanako's mommy. Welcome back. Delete. Did you just call me Ma? Oh, happy birthday to your grandpa. That should be fun. Hi, Rogards. I mean, considering what the projectionist was about to do, this is a good thing. Let's see. Let's save, and then we'll fill the projectionist's arm in. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank God. Oh, come on. Okay. Happy birthday, Rich! Let's see. How would this best flow? I don't think I need that side shot. Save. Norman is having a bad day. But, we don't really want him having a good day at this stage. He's not really Norman anymore. Hello, Cartoon Kitty. Okay, that'll do. shouldn't be in front of his head. I don't want that obscuring what's going on. Cut that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a new frame up here. We'll put it up there so that we don't get this confused between layers. Come on, delete. Oh, whoops. That's not closed. Oops. Okay. Thank you very much, Cartoon Kitty. This is actually draft 2. This is based on some suggestions and notes that I got from a good friend of mine. Calais. Hello, Nilham. Yes, we are indeed back up. Come on. Don't say that, Quirky. Come on. That's not a compliment, you know. If your compliment involves putting yourself down in order to make someone else seem better, it's not a compliment. It's a self-deprecation, usually intended for somebody else to compliment you in return. Be like, no, you can't be that bad. You're not that bad. Don't do that. Be nice to yourself. Afford yourself some dignity. I appreciate that, Rogarts. Thank you. Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't have the patience to do something, then maybe you shouldn't be trying to do it. You know, that's not to say, like, just give up on anything you don't really want to do, but if you're... Animation and any craft-based work is entirely driven by how much you enjoy doing it and how much you want to do it. So, if you don't enjoy doing it, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't be doing it as a career, certainly. Any motivational tips for someone feeling down? Yeah, stick it out. There's nothing in life that's worth doing that's easy. So if you're having a hard time, usually means that you're facing a challenge that's actually worthwhile. You know? And maybe that challenge is as simple as getting out of bed in the morning. So consider that your challenge. Act as if you find yourself motivated by that, act as though the universe is saying, I bet you $5 you can't get out of bed today, and then get out of bed. Or like make the bet something that you'd like to reward yourself with. So like if it would take a donut to get you out of bed, tell yourself, I bet you a donut you can't get out of bed. And then get out of bed and then give yourself that freaking donut. There you go. That's a bit of motivation for you. Oh no! So Bendy's not actually throwing the projectionist this time. We're adjusting that hit. Yeah, $5, a donut, whatever it takes. That's good to hear, Spaghetti and Animator. Let's see. Because what you don't want to do is, like, be your own tyrant of a boss, you know? Don't force yourself to do something insofar as, well, you have to do this and you'll feel terrible if you don't. So you don't look at it that way. Because then you're trying to slave drive yourself, and then you won't ever listen because you see yourself as a slave driver. Instead, bargain with yourself and see what it would take for you to actually get stuff done. Waking up early helps. Wake up early, eat a breakfast that has a lot of protein, whether or not you're hungry. This is actually not even my advice. I got these from this great book called 12 Rules for Life. I highly recommend it. I read it a little while ago via audiobook, and I'm a very anxious person myself. I struggle with neuroticism, or anxiety, whatever you want to call it. I'm a very anxious person. And I tell you what, the protein thing and getting up early alone fixed a ton of that. Yeah, don't be your own Joey Drew. There you go. You're quite welcome, Spaghetti and Animator. I do recommend that book, too, if you're the reading type. I used to be very much like the personal tyrant. Like, I would tyrannize myself into doing stuff because I had to. Not because I actually wanted to. That's changed pretty dramatically over the last couple of years. Oh, that's not me, like, saying that to gain pity points. I don't care what you guys think of that. I'm just saying that for a point of reference. Like, it really helps with that stuff. Pretty forward about stuff like that. Hum, nom, nom. Then, Cloyce, Andrea, I'd say you need to have an honest conversation with your parents. Whether or not they agree with you, you need to have an honest conversation with them. Because look at it this way. even if it turns out that you're being kind of a brat, you'll only figure that out by trying to tell them what you genuinely feel. You could also be perfectly justified. You won't know that either unless you just tell them how you actually feel. And you also won't know how they feel about you in this particular context unless you talk to them, honestly. So talk to them. Try to do so without letting yourself get super angry or super emotional. But if you feel yourself getting emotional, observe that, see if you can figure out why, and yeah, have an honest conversation with them. See ya, Porky. Well, if you don't give it a shot, then you won't know. That's all I can really say, Cloyd. This is not going to be a therapy session for you. I'm not a therapist. I'm just giving you the best advice I can offer. So, and the best advice anybody could ever offer you is tell the truth. Or at least, I'm gonna use the full quote. At least don't lie. That's a start. Good old JBP. I mean, there are some cases where you do need to kind of make yourself face the dragon. Like if it's something you're genuinely afraid of doing, but some part of you knows it needs to be done, that's, you know, there you go. That's the answer. Like the what is it? The knight in shining armor will not save the princess or retrieve the gold that was stolen from the village if he doesn't face the dragon. The dragon could kill him, but, you know, he could also win. He won't win if he doesn't even try. Speaking from experience, I faced a very large dragon recently, and I shockingly came out on top. I have to keep it vague, of course, but you get the idea, I hope. This is one of those dragons that could have killed me. But it didn't. It didn't. It's also pretty interesting. You'll find more often than not, if you forthrightly face the dragon does not expect you to have done that. And so you can kind of catch it off guard. That's not what I meant to do. Is this gonna work? I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, woohoo indeed. Confront the dragon, get the gold. Confront the dragon, get the gold. Confront the dragon, get the gold. Share it with the townspeople. pleasure, Cloyts, but, I didn't do anything. Seriously, it's just a matter of... You're capable of doing things that you don't consider yourself capable of doing. You know? Look at it that way. The human being is an amazing creature. We tend to get up when we get pushed down. And I'm stumbling over my sentences. I apologize. Ah! He's slamming Norman's head against the wall. Thanks, Nilahum. And yeah, Nilahum said, careful that self-deprecation doesn't turn into self-pity. That's a good cautionary bit of advice. Is this gonna work? Alright, we're gonna delete this because that's not how it's gonna play out. Not quite. It's gonna be very similar, but it's not gonna be quite that. Let's see here. Thank you, Ethan. That's very kind of you. Whoa. Bye. Yikes. Sorry about that, fellas. That's taken care of. Howdy, howdy, howdy to everybody who's new in here. No. He can't move his head. His head's slammed against the wall. Copy. So it's going to be just kind of stuck there. Thanks so much, Inktia. That's very kind of you. And no worries, Destiny. see. Dahunka Bankaloos. Dom Hung der Cougars. Humongous Hamgalong Nanganago Hungas. That's. Do you ever like get a quote stuck in your head instead of a song? No, Destiny. He's holding him there. He's holding him there. He won't let him go. Hey, whoa. No bad vibes in this chat, guys. Come on. Take your pessimism out of here, my dude. Look, life is what you make it. I know that's a really cheesy quote, but it is really true. If you are convinced it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad. But not by anybody else's fault. You want to make it good? Do good things. Yeah, Fundamental Christian, 666, what an interesting name. Yeah, so that's how traditional animation goes. You draw each and every individual frame. Although I am not doing a full animation, I'm doing an animatic, which is slightly different in that it is mostly a blueprint for what will eventually be an animation. So this is actually going to be a 3D animation. Oh, son of a gun. I forgot to make myself a new layer for this. Tom Hamger Cougars. That's stuck in my head. That quote. Cut, I said. Thank you. Paste. Paste. Close. And you are going to be this color because I want to be able to differentiate easily between you and Bendy in this board phase. Oh, please work. Come on. Are you serious? Thank you. Ah. Steamer production, that is answered in the description of the video. That would be Toon Boom Harmony. See ya, Inktia. Thanks for popping in anyways. Okay. Ah! I heard the new Space Jam was awful. Come on, fill in. What is the matter with you? It's clearly closed. I even have you as, like, wide gaps get closed. Okay, that can linger on the screen a bit longer. Let's go ahead and extend that to 60. Apply. Cool. Corn Mayor, maybe. Depends on when you're available for it, because I'm yeah, F's in chat for Norman. But I am going to need to do some adjusted designs for the character turnarounds. Sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. I need another layer in here. Whoops. Oh, my organization is driving me nuts. This is so poorly organized. What have I done? In. I actually disagree with you there, Destiny. I think Beast Bendy is a design for a beast, not for a sentient cartoon character, which is what they had initially set up in the plot. Beast Bendy is a fun monster design, but it's not a good Bendy design, in my opinion. I maintain that the intent behind the character of Bendy changed halfway through the game, or the game's development. It feels totally different before and after. Alright, guys. Just a reminder to please keep chats in English, and please do not cause drama in the chats. I'm gonna have a one strike you're out policy. Thank you! If I did the Beast Bendy design, would I use the DA Games version of him because he seems pretty cartoony? This is a very hard question for me to answer because basically my attitude towards Bendy is that he is a character, and most importantly, he's a bit of a bratty child character. So the kind of design, or the kind of vibe that you get from something like, for instance, the version of him that appeared in the DA Games Cuphead song, that's an excellent design, but it's a totally different kind of villain from what I perceive Bendy to be. That's more of a mastermind, evil, grand demon character, so to speak. So it's a great design, but not for what I had in mind. Henry did make Bendy. Thanks, Molten E, but this doesn't get made if I don't work hard. Mischievous child, bratty child, same thing. In some cases, they're the same thing. Oh yeah, dude, if it's your opinion, it's your opinion. Tomorrow, I could do a bit, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could do a request stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think that would work. Oh, I maintain that the ink design as well kind of missed the attitude, or missed the mark. I don't say any of this to insult the Meatly or, cast shade against the team. They did what they did, and it was awesome. If they hadn't done it, it wouldn't exist, so fantastic. It's just I would have done it a little bit differently, and I think anybody could say that. Yeah, I mean, it's like blaming a child for having terrible parenting, You don't want to do that. At some point, the child does become responsible for himself, or herself, or whatever the case may be, but as a child, if a child is being a brat, that's because the parents did a crummy job raising that kid. And probably didn't set boundaries, or didn't give proper examples, or neglected him, or something like that. All of the above for Bendy, especially since he's designed to be a bit of a rascal cartoon character. Oops, that's supposed to be on this layer. Whoopsie. Nope, not even on that layer. It's supposed to be on the bottom layer. Silly me. Okay. Oopsie, I need to activate onion skin. Delete. Let's fill that in. Complete this line. Put this in. Boop. Boop, boop, be-doop, boop. I'll do that in a second. Oh, that's why I can't fill it in. Silly me. No, I can't really give you pointers there, Red Core Games. Sorry. I don't know, Cloyd. Again, like, I realize that's how he's portrayed in canon. But, I am not certain. I would agree with that direction, or the decision to make Bendy a seemingly perfectly innocent little guy. It's like, nah, you got a cartoon demon. Why would he be anything but mischievous? And don't give me the whole, oh, well, demons are just misunderstood. No, they're not. No, they are not. Or maybe he's a misunderstood demon. I'm willing to give you a little bit of that, but a demon is still a demon. Hello, Gav. Oh, are you the same Gavin as before? Do I remember? Oh, hello. How does that flow? Does that flow well? I'm gonna back that up. I forgot how much that looks like it hurts. Oh, God. Oh. I forgot to include something earlier. Something important here. That's gonna look cool. Hello, hello. Everybody who is in the chat who I have not yet greeted. Oh, hang on a second. What are my opinions on Welcome Home? I made it. What do you want me to say? Do you want like a post-mortem? I think that it would have helped to have a clearer idea of the story that I wanted to tell with it. And the quality of the 2D animation, at the very least, I can definitely do better than that now. Same with some of the boards that I contributed to it. Half the boards were me, half of them were Puka. And I think we made an excellent team. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20, and there are certain things that I would change about it now if I had a chance to do it again. Or, you know, a reason to do it again. But I'm satisfied leaving it as is. There. Does that satisfy your curiosity? I do have a social media on Tumblr, but I am primarily using locals at the moment. So if you would like to see my online work, either visit my website, please, or check out my locals page, and you might be able to support me there. Yeah, no worries, Ethan. I get you. That's my opinions on it, post-mortem wise. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what it was, what it did. And I would do it differently now. Hum, nom, nom. I don't think that's the case, Smug. Although, I have to be honest, there's a lot of different lore being discussed in this chat. Some of it's discussing... Oh, excuse me. I just took a bite of something and it's taking its time going down my windpipe. Or my gullet. Whew. Oh, whoa. Excuse me. Okay. And as I mentioned multiple times, the lore in the Welcome Home series doesn't necessarily follow that of the actual game. Let's see if I can do this again. Desert Island albums. 2 of those would probably have to be Akira the Dawn albums, but I don't have them off the top of my head. Any good old Billy Joel album? That'd be one of them. Gosh, I have to think about this. I don't really know songs by album. Give me a good Daft Punk album. And let's see, what would number 5 be? I enjoy Home Free. Those guys are fun. Those guys are fun. I want to give that a good fill. I don't want that to be distracting in the board because that's a good moment. Okay, the hand needs to be gripping it differently. Save. Okay. Let's see. Whew. Daft Punk is always a must, yes. Period. Period. Bendy. What? What are you saying? What are you saying, Destiny? Okay. That looks a bit more vicious, yeah. The grip is better on that. What? Wait, what frame? Is there anything on this layer? There's nothing on this layer, son of a gun. This is blank! There's nothing here! I'm gonna delete it. Okay. Let's pull up the reference of Bendy. Ah! There he is. There's that good boy. Nice and creepy and gooey. Yep. Is Bendy middle-aged? I've been treating him like a child character, basically. It's kind of that same thing where, like, cartoon characters don't really have ages. Like, Mickey is a child when he needs to be a child, and an adult when he needs to be an adult. Is that sort of thing. Like, even the ink demon in the game is a bit of a brat, as weird as that might sound. And that's part of the reason why everybody was, like, so gung-ho about the idea of Bendy being this mischievous little dude. And then when the canon is like, no, he's not, it's like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, no, 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 this should be from this, a little bit from the side. Should it? Should it? A little bit from the side, yeah. Ah! Ah! Let's see. Gross. Grody. Brush your teeth, Bendy. People were saying a lot of things about, you know, what you can hear Bendy saying when he bangs on that door, but I don't think any of them have been confirmed. I don't think it really matters, because they're not really consistent about the portrayal of Bendy. I think that would have been the right choice, to have him say something that's muffled. Maybe even like a childish sob or something. But not mindless beast. Delete. Wait. So, I've got a better idea. I could just put that in his hand, or I could reposition it so we can get a better angle on that nice and moist projector. No, he drops the head. But I'm, again, as I've said many times over this stream, and I'm getting a little tired of repeating myself, guys, I am not following the canon of the game. I'm taking inspiration from it, but consider this an AU. The squimp AU. Jesus. Squimp AU is when all the lost ones are just you guys. I have heard of Boris and the Dark Survival. Not too keen on the gameplay myself, and the lore seems a little bit redundant to me. I think it had already been revealed in other ways, the important parts of it. So, you know, it's cool that they made the game out of it, but I'm probably not gonna play it. Okay, so let's make this a little gruesome. Copy. Delete. Ah! No, don't color that. Thank you. All right, save. Hi, Catalyst. Copy, paste. Whoops. I forgot. When the camera moves, everything moves. Big freaking cartoony glove. I love it. It's so goofy. Thank you very much, Lux. That was the intent. Ethan, once again, don't consider the loop random to this wow. I didn't say that right at all. Don't consider the loop canon to this. Alright? I found the loop to be a silly thing. Basically, let me just lay this down, okay? The premise is the only thing that is canon between the game and this. Alright? So, any of the details or the writing that happens basically from chapter 3 onward, I consider that non-canon to the Welcome Home series. That's the games. That's not this. It's a different thing, okay? Okay. All right. Ah. Ah! What in the devil happened there? What? Oh, I see what happened. It might be too much. See you, Gav. Have a good one. I'm trying to figure out the timing of this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh my God, stop, Destiny. That might do the trick. Oh, I can get it on the beat, I think. Let's make that a stronger ease out. Let's see. We're gonna back up here. Start from here. Okay. Strike 3. You're out, buddy. Guys, if I've been hiding the same message over and over again, please take the hint, okay? Thank you. Basically, asking me the same question multiple times over is not going to increase the chances of me answering it. And also, if I've been hiding a message, it's usually for a reason. And I'm not going to bring up what he was talking about, guys. That's the point of hiding the message. Goofballs. Anywho. Whoopsie. Let's take a screenshot of this to use as a reference for how I was doing his hands. Let's see. Okay. Motivational advice is one thing, but I don't want to be, you know, considered a therapist, guys. We're all just vibing here, all right? It's not talk about your problems hour. Although I do appreciate the talkativeness, but yeah. Anywho, I don't want the chat to start getting awkward from people, you know, posting things that are directly against the rules, so much appreciated if you guys would abide by them. Thank you. The more I have to address it, the weirder it gets. How was I doing this? Thank you guys for understanding. Anywho, let's talk about literally anything else. Let's see about this. Where do I get my inspiration from? Well, mostly just from the source material. Like, there's some really great ideas in the game that I think, you know, some of them got explored in the chapters. Some of them very much did not. And most of my inspiration comes from, like, playing around with the ones that didn't get explored as much. Do you like squeaky toys? Ah! I've seen that one. Copy. Let's move that down here. Yeah, it's, you know, it's even less about the world to me and more about just the concept. You know, it's, I kind of talked about this a couple streams ago, but what I love about stories like this is you can extrapolate the core theme from it and then put any filter you want on it, like any genre. Like, you could do the story of Bendy and the Ink Machine in a sci-fi setting, you could do it in a western, you could do it in a fantasy, it doesn't really matter. The point is, like, you've got two friends, two very close friends, who have a falling out because they fundamentally disagree on one thing that they both find very important. One of them gets so mad about it that he doesn't even want to talk. The other one gets so self-righteous about it that he won't consider that the other one had a point. And they don't talk. As a result, the one who got self-righteous goes off the frickin' deep end and does something really horrible. And the one who, you know, got too mad about it to speak got, you know, he could have done something, but he didn't, you know? Meanwhile, you have the child character who's caught between two examples of the father figure that he should have had. One of them is a tyrant. The other one is completely non-present. He's the absent father. The main main messages of that kind of story can be told in any setting. It doesn't need to be the exact setting of Bendy and the Ink Machine. It doesn't need to be exactly the same characters. In fact, it could be, Bob and George, and the kid could be frickin' anything. But, Bendy and the Ink Machine has the added charm of being set in an animation studio. As I'm horfing down french fries. Ah! Too many onion skins. Too many onion skins. Hello, Kale. Oh, thank you, Catalyst. Okay. Yeah, what's interesting about a lot of the Bendy AUs is they're all trying to make sense of the kind of relationship that was set up in the game. Pretty much all of them all of them in which Henry is present cast Henry as the father. All of the ones in which Henry is not present cast Bendy as a proper demon. Sometimes you get both. There is another element, though, that does sadden me a little bit, and that's the fact that pretty much any AU you look at, Joey is just this, I'm so evil kind of character. And it's like, that's not really what he would have been in, an actual version of this story. And so it's what makes me a little bit sad about the original game, too, is because he's kind of, I've said this multiple times, but Joey Drew is made out to be this half of Cave Johnson character. So nothing that he actually does makes any sense. He doesn't have a solid motivation. He doesn't have a personality. What he has is a single trope. And that is of the masterminding tyrant, who doesn't see anybody else as human. There are definitely people like that in the world, but there's more to them. There's always a human element to them. And unfortunately, the way he was portrayed in the game, there wasn't a human element to Joey Drew. And I think that if he had been given that human element, he would have been not just, oh, that guy we all love to hate. He would have been an actually properly scary villain. Because what makes villains scary is the fact that you can relate to them. And you can understand just by looking at them and seeing what they do that could be you. So, that's part of my intent here as well. Okay, so in a Hell Studio AU, I think I'm familiar with that one. That would be, I think, the one exception in which Joey is characterized as innocent and stupid, which is also not what he is. He's wicked smart. And he is devious, but he doesn't consider himself that way. Yeah, I mean, Spinell's story is basically the Bendy and the Ink Machine story. Ah. I have no idea what people have been doing with the AUs for a while, though. I just remember, all of them being the same. They're not the same. Excuse me, I said that wrong. they all had the same tropes crop up in one form or another. That's what I mean. No, I haven't read any of the books. I don't really... How to put this? When something shows that it didn't follow through on its original vision through to the end of the initial thing, I'm not very interested in any follow-on material. Because what that's going to do is try to fix things or explain away discrepancies, as opposed to, you know, adhere to what was a solid narrative, if that makes sense. Why Joey wanted to bring Henry back to the studio. How did Sammy get there too? Did the same thing happen to Sammy? What about Norman? I have my theories about how that would have played out in this story, but as for canon, I have no idea. It makes no sense. I need to get that reference picture again. I feel bad, like, you know, when folks ask me, like, what's your theory on this thing in the game? It's like, I don't have one. It doesn't make sense. Like, the way I view it is you can never ignore the fact that a story was written by a person. You know? It's just as fallible as anything else. It's going to be subject to mistakes. I mean, people can make mistakes without realizing it. Maybe there are things that the writer forgot about, or they change their mind. And if there are enough elements in a story that do that to me, that pull me out and make me realize that there is a person writing this instead of, you know, oh, this is a story and it feels accurate enough to how people actually are that I don't have to think about the fact that someone's writing it, then we're good. But if something pulls me out of it, then I'm staring the author in the face, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? I thought this was about your characters. You can always tell when somebody's being self-indulgent or when they haven't figured out the moral of their own life experiences by how they write characters. Because what they will often do, and I know this from personal experience, they'll often put their own biases and traumas into characters, and they will often make the villains straw men. What I'm saying is, Destiny, the only answer is the story's inconsistent. So there is no canon answer as such. Hello, Big Blue VA. Hi. We're talking about writing again, and tropes and themes and morals. Welcome back. You've been away for far too long. I'm sorry, that was horrible. Philip Napoli, I'd say that has nothing to do with anything. And I would be so supremely disinterested in that. I couldn't turn my head away fast enough. I am not on Twitch, no. Okay, got that. Did that note. Hello, Pedantic Cheesecake. Okay, we could have Bendy notice the head in his hand as well. So what time did I... Marked that as 4:24. copy. We're going to replace this head. Boop. We're going to have him look at his other hand and see what he's holding. That'll properly freak him out. Hello, Nigel. Ah, no. Let's see. Is it blood or ink? Yes. Now how to adjust this? Thank you very much, Mayanaka. That's very sweet. All right, let's see. I'm on the last 2 edits, and I just need to figure out how to carry this one out. Oops, got messages. Hang on a second, I gotta check that. I am animating. Don't ever animate with a mouse, Poseidon, unless you want to get carpal tunnel. This is being done with a Cintiq tablet. Okay, so this, what we're going to do here is reverse. I play reverse of reverse. Nah, we're not going to do it like that. We are going to reverse it. Now we're putting Bendy on the sympathetic side of the screen. Barkley, what are you doing, buddy? I hear you licking down there. What are you licking? Yeah, Churchy Dragon. So Cintiqs do have screens. They do need to be plugged into your computer as both an HDMI and a USB. So make sure you have enough slots for that if that's what you're going to go for. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a Huion one as well. Trust me, the Cintiq is worth it. Hi, Hoy mate. This is Toon Boom Harmony. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome. You're quite welcome, Churchy Dragon. I mean, Father Dinus. I don't know if you get that joke. Oh god, immediately does these textures by hand? Poor bastard. Someone get that guy a tablet. Ah! He's never tried a tablet? Oh, the poor guy. Oh gosh, excuse me. Ah! Allergies, I promise. Oh, there are probably some delays in the stream. Apologies, guys. hell are these doing down here? These don't need to be there. Oh wait, yeah, apparently they do. Sonic, what? That's a hand. Jeez. I can draw. Oh, the red? Oh, the red is just the onion skin from the program. That's not on the final thing. Here, I'll turn it off. This is what it actually looks like. In animation, there's something that we use called onion skin, which means basically, like, the onion skin refers to how transparent the frames before and after are made so that we can see through the current drawing and into the before and after frames. To reference. Oh, I can draw hands. I was just having difficulty with that one. Okay. I don't need that. let's see. Now that he's properly freaked out, what would he do? Would he hold his head in his hands like that? I don't know. I have to think about that. Because that's kind of a cliche. But what makes a person actually hold their head in their hands? A headache? Terror. And if it's terror, they're going to hold their head in their hands, kind of like from their temples, and they're not going to block their eyes. They're going to focus their eyes forward. Hang on, I got to get a selfie of this. Fellas, please don't repeat yourselves too many times in chat. I'm going to have to start cracking down on the streaming etiquette. Thank you. Can I put a delay on this? Yes, I can. Okay. All right, I got a good photo of myself doing a horror expression, or horrified expression, so here we go. See. Thank you, Nigel. Yep, guys, listen to Belvon Artsy, please. He knows what he talks about. Well, he's certainly frightened. He's, stunned at what he's capable of. Delete. Nigel, thank you for coming to my rescue as a mod. Ah! Wrong brush. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Spaghetti and Animator. He's not fazed by what he can do with the Toonie shenanigans, but ripping a guy's head off permanently, that's another story, and I love the humanity of it all. Well, I mean, it's... I'm going to tie that into the question that Pedantic Cheesecake asked over on Picarto, because Pedantic Cheesecake asks, so is Bendy good, or was he like, the only one who gets to shred Henry apart is me? Neither. I'd say it's kind of a... From Bendy's perspective, he definitely wants revenge. And his attitude towards it is, he's a cartoon character. He takes revenge in his own way. For him, that means putting the guy through the ringer as far as scaring the living daylights out of him and, like, you know, playing cartoon character style pranks on him and, you know, tormenting him in the way that only a cartoon character can. It doesn't even occur to him that there might be harmful consequences as a result of that. Because he's a cartoon. He's never considered, you know, real people aren't cartoons, and, you know, there are consequences to your actions. He's a child. It's like when a child, morbidly enough, it's like if you give a pet to a child and the child does not understand what responsibility is, because of course they won't. They're a child. Let's say a goldfish. You give a goldfish to a kid, the kid's gonna kill it within 5 days. Because that's what kids do. They're irresponsible. They have absolutely no idea what consequences are. And their attitude is, if it's broken, you can just fix it, right? Mom and dad can fix it. So when they do something that's irreparable, that is an extremely important developmental lesson for them. A lot of families use pets for this very reason, as sad as it is for the animal. Because a thing, an owned object, will not have the same weight. You know, there's nothing more significant than your actions caused something else to die, you know? That's a heavy fucking blow. So, for Bendy, he's coming to a very unpleasant realization that he didn't even know was possible, that he's hurting people, and he is very capable of doing that. So his reaction to the projectionist just now, to rip his head off, that was a tantrum. You ever seen a kid throw their first tantrum? They're surprising themselves. They don't know that they can do that. They don't know that they're capable of screaming that much. So... yeah. For Bendy, he was throwing a tantrum, and then he woke up from the tantrum when he saw that there were consequences and the evidence thereof on his hands. He had the blood on his hands, so to speak. He caught himself red-handed, and he at least had the wherewithal and the self-awareness to realize that what he had just done was not like him. And he's at least conscious enough of himself and of those around him to realize this is wrong. So, that's a good sign. Well, it's not that... nobody needs to tell him that, Destiny. He's a cartoon character. You bring a cartoon character to life, that's just how they are. Same thing with children. Nobody needs to tell a child, your actions don't have consequences. for the child to think their actions don't have consequences. It's a matter of maturity. They don't know to begin with. You can't assume that, a creature's going to understand what a consequence is until they discover what a consequence is for themselves. Oh, Bendy definitely blames others for his actions at first. At first it was all very justified. It was like, oh, well, I'm only doing this because Henry left and, Joey's kind of a neglectful father, but I can at least imitate that father figure because he's at least here. This is the first time he's done something where he can't do that. He can tell that nobody else is responsible for this but him, and that's traumatizing to him. Just the same way that a kid killing a goldfish might traumatize the kid. Not to equate Norman to a goldfish, but you get the idea. Like, the importance is the severity of consequences on life. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Yes. Sega Sammy. Sammy Sonic fan or something like that. I forget exactly what he calls himself. Bless him. It's the same reason that, like, you have to realize children are cruel because they've not yet understood that other people exist. They see them as NPCs. It's like, how many times have you played Undertale with the genocide route just to see what happens, That's the same thing. If you don't consider the people around you as real, then you can do horrible things to them. Which is a terrible, terrible truth. And that's what Undertale was getting at with the genocide route. I'm not much for anime, although there are a couple of anime that I really do like. I am a gigantic former weeb. So if you test my knowledge of anime, I'll know some about, like, the classic stuff, but not anything that's modern. No, I have not, Philip. Ah, come on. Well, the moral of the story is expect other people to be human, or rather, hold yourself to the standards of a good person and don't expect everybody else around you to automatically do the same. That's the moral. Just because people should do something doesn't mean they will. It all boils down to the same message of the only person you can be responsible for truly is yourself. And you can't control what other people will do, no matter how you try, or how you try and tell them what they should be doing. Ultimately they're going to do what they're going to do. Best you can do is make sure you're doing the right thing. And memeing it up. Memeing it up is good. Thank you, Big Blue VA. Welcome back, Quirky. Did you get good stuff done? Thank you, Ethan. Okay. I'm going to make sure Joey is nice and happy in this one as well. Yeah, I want the emphasis on them being happy. They were friends! Joey could have been a Mr. Rogers. Should have been a Mr. Rogers. Would have been a Mr. Rogers. I think I need to pull back from this because otherwise it's going to look very strange. Hello, Mon Pian! Unless I can just do that. That'll do the trick. Henry, but make it Chad. Henry kind of is a Chad. Let's be real. This guy has survived some incredible stuff. Oh, is it time to abduct me? Okay, well, I'm very close to being done, so Mon Pian, give me just... Wow, let me try that sentence again. Give me just a minute. I'm very close to being done here. this should be the last edit that I have to do. Oh, wait, yep. I have to adjust so that he's holding his stomach, not his arm. It's very close to being done, Mon Pian. Give me just a minute. Ah! That's the wrong size. Virgin Joey Drew versus the Chad Henry. Please. No, that's accurate too. Like, Joey probably didn't have like a proper family life like Henry probably did. That's hilarious. I was considering continuing onwards tonight with some of the design adjustments that need to be done, but that can happen later. Top priority is getting this board done. Copy. Delete. Forgot the ink that's dripping from his forehead. Oh, that's right. He's like wobbling here. Why do I keep changing the size of the pen? Okay, copy. Copy. Delete, paste. Delete, paste. Delete. 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 I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Mon Pian, I don't want to keep you waiting. I know it's getting late. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Guys, I think it's done. You want to watch it? I think this is draft 2. You ready? I want to watch it first without singing because I want to just, this is my check. Hello, Amicia. Welcome to the Picardo chat over there. Here we go. Kept you waiting, huh? checking it over. Hello, Barkley. Oh, son of a gun, I pulled out my headphones. It's okay, I can hear it in my head. Right, this fucking pipe. I think this'll work though in 3D. This'll work. Oh my god, wait, no, I can't accept that. No! How did I let that happen? We're gonna pick up there. There we go. Oh my god, it froze again. This is why I didn't want to sing this time. I knew there were going to be things like this. Okay, there were 2 spots that needed adjustment on that watch based on what I saw. Let's see. Okay, that's actually all well and good. So that one was just a playback error. Hello, baby boy. What are you doing? What are you doing, Snuggle Muffin? This needs to be a stronger ease. Let's leave that an 80. Apply previous. There we go. A little bit longer to linger on him. Sorry, I don't have a public Discord. Thanks for understanding. It's just a pain in the rear end to try and moderate stuff like that. Oof. Okay. Ah, man. All right. Well, I'm going to sing it now. I'm going to give it a sing. If you guys are ready. Ikimashou. Ikimashou ne. All right, let me make sure that everything is running hunky-dory over on Streamlabs OBS. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wait. Beginning, proper beginning. Save. I'll make this as big as I can. Now you've hung your head and you've seen the writing on the wall. Just kick back and relax, we'll tell you all about the fall of the greatest mind, the old director pulling at the strings. Who thought the fool was able and the wiser man was Cain. It's the big bad clinically mad, the greatest show you've ever seen. Yeah, we're deep down below the ground where only projectors gleam. A world of black and white, a place of magic, putting life into your dreams. And when the credits roll, you'll be looking close to see who's behind the curtain. With a pencil and a dream, a modest proclamation of his goal. But no one saw when it was spinning out of control. Every soul, every wish, all for one man's bliss. Cause all the good intentions don't mean a lick. In the pursuit of it, you still wind up down below. Well, the pipes they got to pumping, the beat of a creator's heart. Or that's what he had told them, just a sacrifice for art. And the walls they turned to paper, and the ink began to fill our veins. Oh, it's easy to rationalize pain to the insane. Oh, it's the big bad clinically mad, the greatest show you've ever seen. Yeah, we're deep down below the ground without a hope to be redeemed. The only man who saw the ego twisted behind the scenes was the one who set the whole production in full swing. Who's behind the curtain? What's the use of a hero without a monster to be slain? And is he a man who makes a deal that others have to pay? Every note, every take, every drawing you make should be a fitting price. It's only you at stake. He made a living hell out of the wishes the maker made. so charmed by the draw of fame and success that you'd think that the price would be cause for alarm when an achy heart is all that's left. It's the big bad clinically mad, the greatest show you've ever seen. Yeah, we're deep down below the ground where only projectors gleam. Our world's a black and white, a place of magic putting life into your dreams. And when the credits roll, we'll be looking close to see. Oh, it's the big bad clinically mad, the greatest show you've ever seen. Take a wild guess who the hero of the tale is gonna be. A world of black and white where it don't matter why you left or where you've been. You gotta be a man and take the credit for co-writing the scene. Who's behind the curtain? And that, my friends, is draft 2 of the animatic. Thank you all so much for joining in. That was a blast. And I am going to take the opportunity to bounce the hell out of here and stop the stream before 10 p.m. tonight. And probably go watch some Supernatural with Monpian by the sounds of it. At any rate, I will catch you guys later. And I'll probably continue streaming again tomorrow. Corn Mayer and I will probably be doing a request stream, so if you guys want to do any requests, pop in there. I'm not sure if there's going to be a theme yet. But after that, I have to continue working on these character designs, and I need to provide references for the 3D modeler, who's going to be handling the 3D versions of these characters. So you'll get to see me draw more and more of these, which are somewhat mindless, so there'll be lots of good talks, I am sure. At any rate, guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.